I was pretty nervous, if I'm honest. Not actually before tonight. It was just coming back.
I was nervous the amount of beers you had.
So, I'm Finnegan. I'm here at Muther Studio in Digbeth in Birmingham, and I'm with the amazing And You and I. Now, obviously, the last time you saw these guys was, what, 10 years ago?
I might have miscalculated that.
Yeah, I think we've over-egged it a bit.
Yeah, I've got a framed poster in my living room from when we did a gig at the Flapper with Alpha Male Tea Party, which I think was 2017. So it's probably more like 8 years, but 10.
We're going off Instagram, social media, aren't we?
If we round it up, 10 years.
It's been a while. It's been a while.
A big fat while. Yeah.
So, first question is why now?
So some friends of ours who we used to tour with a long time ago called Maybe She Will are doing like a 20th anniversary celebration gig in Hackney. And me and Wiz went to London to watch a band called Bear vs. Shark, and we met John from Maybe She Will there, and we were having a bit of a chat. And he said, "Oh, would you do this London gig with us? Because we used to do some shows with them a long time ago." And we were like, "Yeah, definitely. When is it?" "Yep, book us in for it." We forgot about it. Rich went back to Lao, and then we got a message from John from Maybe She Will going, "You still good for that gig?" Oh, no. So we had to message Rich and go, "Can you get back to England for the 29th? And Rich very kindly managed to get himself sorted and come back over. And we thought tonight would be a good chance to kind of practice before that gig.
That's full-on commitment, isn't it?
He's done very well, hasn't he?
Flying back all the way from there. This that's and consider like I was hoping to get this. Well, I wanted to get this interview beforehand, but afterwards I think it's more like kind of potent, because after seeing that performance was, come on guys, that's back to the power that you once had, like regardless of how many years ago. Yeah, it was like 10 years ago, 7 years ago, who knows? But it was back to where you were, wasn't it?
I was pretty nervous, if I'm honest. Not actually before tonight. It was just coming back.
I was nervous the amount of beers you had.
Come on, I kept it. I actually thought I was quite.
Yeah, it was only the 10, 11.
Yeah,
Mistakes
that's fine.
beers.
I didn't want to, didn't want to ruin it. So I've kept it. Chill with the beer. But yeah, it was just just coming back and only with the time thing. So we only had like 2 practices. Like obviously these two have been practicing before, but we only had 2 practices.
You can tell.
But yeah. So, but it's amazing how much it.
So how does it feel like coming back after all those years and kind of slipping back into those old shoes? Does it kind of have a different kind of feel to it, or?
I think when Rich come back, that's when it really started to kind of like click, wasn't it? Me and Peckett, we were like practicing by ourselves, and it was good, but it just wasn't completely right, was it? It didn't feel like we were ready. Like, even though we were playing like the right things, maybe. It was the first practice last Wednesday when you come back. And to be fair, we played the set twice, and on the second time it was like, probably we could get away with it.
It's amazing how much it comes back, like the muscle memory.
Yeah. Muscle memory did a lot of lifting.
Yeah.
If I can interject, one of the nice things that happened was, like we said, we've been practicing, and we were like, yeah, we're good. And there's bits where Rich is like playing bass on his own and things like that. So we got to those bits, and we just had to stop and go, this is where Rich is going to be playing, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it just didn't sound. We got ready for it. It was missing a bit of bottom end, and it just sounded a bit off. But we were sort of happy with how it was going. But then on the Wednesday when Rich came back and we just did our first practice, we just went straight into one of the songs, and it just went like great, like to the point where we were like, we could have done that like on stage straight off. It just very, like you said, old shoes. It very much felt like, no, this was just like we haven't left.
So obviously we're playing here at the Muther Studios tonight, and you're playing in London. Was it on the 29th? Mm-hmm. Is there going to be more gigs? Is this the start of And You and I coming back, or is this
Well, Rich, is it? Where's your commitment, mate? Are you going back to Lao?
It depends. I mean, like if we make enough money to pay for all the airfares, then they'll come back. But I would like to come back in the summer next year and do a bit of.
Yeah, I think it's reignited our kind of love for playing And You and I guess.
Yeah, I think,
and it's quite nice that people are interested.
I think that's the main thing.
I mean, that was a big turnout tonight. I mean, that was a full Muther studio there. That was good. A good sign.
I think that's quite encouraging.
Yeah. I think I mentioned on the stage that we didn't expect that, like, and not to insult anybody who turned up like, oh, what are you doing here? It was like we thought people didn't really care anymore. So it was really nice that there was a lot when we were sort of posting about the gigs and things. There was a lot of response on social media, and lots of people who actually turned up. So it was very nice to be like, oh, well, maybe there is people out there who still care about what it is we're doing.
I suppose there's only so many times we can play the card of like, oh, Rich is coming back from Southeast Asia. that's the only
well,
issue.
it's going to be like the final gig for every band ever. It's like, this is the final gig.
Yeah,
Rich is coming back.
Yeah.
Rich is coming back again. We can do that
like Kiss.
The final gig.
So farewell tour to the farewell tour. Yeah.
So that leads me on to my next week. So obviously, you've all got your kind of individual projects, and is that something that you're going to keep going on with, or is that something you're going to kind of work around this? If Rich does come back from that and you can play the third and the next gigs, is that something you're going to kind of work around, or are you going to keep doing those things?
Yeah, I think so. I think with just how everything works, it's not like we're inundated with gigs with the other projects, is it? It's like, there are some things like me and Tom are in a band called To The Wall, which we're just about to do. Well, we're just about to release our next EP with it, so there'll be things with that. But it's just the way that we've all got full-time jobs, all that kind of boring stuff. But it's not like we're going to be on tour forever with another band that we can't commit to this. So if we did it, it could definitely work.
I think we're in quite a good situation because we can kind of drop in and out of stuff that we want to do. So if Richie's back in Laos, we can do projects that we want to work on. As soon as Rich comes back, we can find time to. We don't have to say, oh, well, we can't do that because, like we said, we're on a 6-week tour of Europe because that's like logistically impossible.
Out of the question.
Okay. But one-offs here and there and doing gigs when on our own terms is great.
Obviously,
it's perfect.
Obviously, anyone who's seen you and like what we saw tonight, it's your performance is obviously 90% of the music, but it's also that it's the passion that you put on stage. Do you think you would, kind of move to a festival? Could you like play a festival again? I know, like last time, obviously, 2000 Trees and stuff. And
it's funny you say that.
Yeah. James Scarlett. James Scarlett. We'll send you this. We're doing 2000 Trees next year. so
you heard it here first. Yeah.
He's eventually going to have enough of us, man.
You've heard it. You've heard it here before. James has heard it. So, or ACG, but. Whatever, or both.
Both, actually.
Or both. Yeah. So there you go. Exclusive. We're doing 2000 Trees
Rockshot magazine,
Finneganfoto. Yeah. Absolutely exclusive. So there you go.
So it's on the horizon. It's on the plan.
Yeah, well,
that's it. It's done.
As good as booked.
No, but I mean, you can't let that passion, that stuff that happens on there. I mean, come on, guys. That must have felt amazing.
Well, we've all been best mates and since from school, and we've been doing this since we're like 12 years old. So it's just a laugh, really, isn't it?
Yeah,
that's the main thing.
Yeah, and a nice thing with me, like Richard said, there's that sort of element of nerves about playing again and doing this sort of thing as well. But at no point was I ever worried about. After 10 years, it was like at no point did I think this is going to die on its arse. It was like this is going to be fine. Like
I had a little bit of that, but yeah.
That was part of the fun, though, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Me and you were having some right moments where it was like either I was teeing you up like it's not this one, it's the next one, or even when you fluff something, I'd fluff some bits as well, just a little bit of I'll be all right, mate. Let's keep cracking on.
So obviously you played the songs that we kind of were well known for, Andrew and I, but do you feel like writing new music together again? I mean, is that like again? Obviously, you're gonna hopefully play like festivals and stuff. But do you feel like writing again, or is that
we spoke about it, didn't we?
We did, yeah.
We spoke. Yeah.
I mean, I write all the songs anyway, so I guess I could just do them from Southeast Asia.
He told me exactly what drum to hit, what drum to hit, how hard to hit that drum. I want this size symbol on this track.
Send over the sheet music for the guys.
Yeah. So really, it's up to him.
Yeah. No.
I don't think we could. Oh. You're very close to me. Yeah, I don't think we could write it off. 'Cause, I think it's a nice thing to do, man. Because like Rich was saying, we've been playing together for so long, and it doesn't take us a long time to write songs. Really, we used to spend a long time trying to make really complicated songs.
But do you know, I was thinking. Sorry to interrupt you. Cool. So what's been interesting about playing the songs? So we've obviously got 3 records. We haven't. We've got Kill the Man That Shot That Man, Light Bearer, Mercy, and there is a bit of a trend of styles. I guess like the first 2 records, similar-ish with like with like the kind of technical side of it. Mercy's a bit more simple. I think if we went back to it, I might be a little bit more to the earlier bits.
Push the technical side.
A little bit. I've quite enjoyed playing those bits. It's been a little bit. I think that's what we've enjoyed getting back into it because there's some like odd time signatures and stuff like that.
Do you know what though? I play in a function band doing like weddings and things like that, and my bass player from that came tonight, and he messaged me saying, "Really enjoyed tonight. Great to see you rocking out," and he just put very complicated songs. So that's quite nice to be like, oh, okay.
But it's really interesting. If you Google your name on the internet, it comes up as you being a complicated math rock band, which it's interesting because obviously what you were saying there, they are complicated songs, and the way that you kind of interweave the lyrics and the different it's a little bit jazzy going on there. There's a little bit that it doesn't follow the normal narrative of songs, and I think that's why, as a testament to the crowd that was here tonight, that you obviously have long-lasting fans because it's slightly different to what's in the
yeah. I think there's definitely an appeal to a certain group of people who like a certain style of music, and we tend to get that kind of math rock badge very often. But I think, like you said, some of the stuff we wrote later on, the EPs and things, we started to, or not necessarily simplify it, but it was a bit more straightforward.
I think it's always been since the Blackfish days where we were younger. You know, like we were really proud of the stuff that we did, but I think the key is keeping it interesting, but also like just not overdoing it.
Don't be complicated for complicated's sake.
Yes,
but
exactly. I had a really more profound thing to say than that.
And I cracked it.
So if we were going to get like the next And You and I album and written new songs, do you think you know? Obviously, we're all older now, and we're from a different perspective. And do you think those would have a different perspective on the songs and stuff?
AFCG.
Classic.
That's it.
All in 5/4 then. Just to keep it complicated. There's your complicated stuff, guys.
Yeah.
This one's in 5/4. This one's in 7/8. Box ticked.
No, I'd be up for doing it, and I think there's a little bit of a resurgence of you know, the old new metal-y, rocky sort of
the older
stuff.
gentleman.
So, yeah. New metal. Yeah, it's coming back, mate.
No, I mean us though, new metal.
I know, but you know, it's all.
I'll have a go. I can try rapping.
Well, that kind of leads me on to my next question. It's like, what would you put yourself as? You know, because obviously, like when you guys started, there was a certain type of air to the music and stuff like that. Now, where would you put yourself now?
Oh, I don't know. I don't think we've ever thought we've not wrote music to fit into anything as such. Not in a kind of like
pretentious
way. It's just like I don't think
we haven't really thought about it that much.
Yeah.
We haven't thought about it that much.
And I think sometimes that's gone probably against us. We're probably like when we were really full at it, like commercial wise, it was never going to happen, was it? Do you know what I mean? Like, so I don't know. Yeah,
but we weren't going out of our way to be like, oh, you know, we're going to be this all. I mean, we were a little bit. We were just doing it for us. I've been like, how sort of like technical can we make this? How challenging can we make it? Not to prove a point, just for us.
I think as well, we sort of walked that title where when we were doing like the EP and things, the last EP we did, the Mercy EP, there was bits where we'd spend a whole practice working out like one riff and it was so complicated, and we had to work so hard to try and get it right and stuff. And we originally that EP was only going to be 3 tracks, and then the day before we were about to go and record, I had this really basic riff that I didn't know what to do with, and I started playing it, and we started jamming it, and we were like, oh, that could be a song. And we wrote a song. We wrote the artist, the song that we put on that EP in 20 minutes, and had to phone the guy who was recording our album the next day and go, can we do one more song? We've just written one. It took us 20 minutes. It's finished. We just want to do that as well. And he was like, yeah, fine. So there's those bits where we spent ages making it complicated and trying to work out intricacies and stuff. And then sometimes we just wrote songs and went, oh, that's a really straightforward,
that song just
nice
kind of like
rock-based song.
Fell out of us.
Yeah.
To be honest, I think that's what we saw on stage tonight. Just you guys, all jamming together again and kind of melding together. It was a fantastic performance, and just kind of seeing you, as I said, kind of old shoes, comfy shoes, should I say? But it was pretty good. So what is next then? What is the big question? That's what everyone's going to ask. Is it going to be the 29th, and then when Rich comes back, or are we going to see a different version of And You and I, or
Pressure's on, boy.
Are
you really going to bin us off?
I just want to go home.
I've just got my visa.
Yeah. That's good. You can come in and out, can't you?
Any gigs in Lao? How about you guys going over there? Doing a
yeah,
world
yeah,
tour?
Yeah, I'm sure math rock is absolutely massive in the People's Democratic Republic of Laos. Math rock is so big. It's so big over there.
Sounds good.
What is next? I don't know, boys. Let's work it out now.
I personally think that we can't rule anything out really. I think after the gig in London, I don't think we're going to do anything for a long time because it would be difficult. But I don't think we could ever go, well, that's the end of this band now. I think whenever anyone's back, if anything crops up, if we can be available, we can do some festivals, some one-off shows, things like that. We're always going to do them because it's just good fun. It's just really...
Maybe if we did get booked for some festivals, James Scarlett, we could tee up maybe some new music.
Yeah, we probably, because I think really we'd have to probably do a few new songs because otherwise you'd just be taking.
I think the world's begging for it, to be honest.
Well, also, I mean, we can't just be doing the same old. So, so that's what we'll do. We'll do a festival and we'll knock out a couple of tracks for it. There you go. You happy now?
Print it. Do a festival, couple of songs.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
No, but I gotta say, it's been wonderful seeing you again. And obviously, it seems you're so comfortable and just falling back into those shoes and kind of just playing that music. I mean, as I said, it was a full Muther Studio today, and we look forward to seeing what's happening next, whatever that is. If it's a festival or if it's something else, but please stay in touch because obviously we want to be there as well. So
thank you very much. Yeah, pleasure.
Cheers. See you later.